Hello, happy Friday. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Hello, June. You are here and ready to roll today. I hope you're having an awesome Friday. Hopefully you have a fabulous weekend as well. Hi, Maddie. I hope you're having an awesome Friday. Today, I'm quickly just going to go over some in-house stuff, and then I'm going to do the new Christmas diorama kit from Hunkydory. We did have this last year. It was a different, it was Christmas, same concept, and it sold out. It was really popular. And then this year we got in the spring diorama kit. We still have some left in stock. And then we just got these in like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, the new Christmas diorama kit. So I'll do that at the end. Quickly, just going to go over the classes that we have going on for our local customers. We also have online ones too. So even if you're not local, you can still join us. And then quickly, I do have the open house cards to show off, which I promised last week. So we'll quickly do that, and then we'll get into the card making. I'm going to flip my camera over and show you guys the classes we have going on. So we have our letterpress class, which is September 11th. It's an in-store class only for a great deal. You get the letterpress machine, you get the rose stamp, impression stamp. This is my favorite one. And yeah, you'll be doing more than just this one card. But this is just the one I grabbed for a sample to show you. It's a really cool concept. I love the letterpress. It's very elegant. Next, we've got our glitter Christmas star class. So we do have one spot available for our in-store class, but we do have a lot of online availability as well still. So you'll get to learn a new kind of technique of using glitter on your cards with acetate, so it's not messy. So yeah, it's a really fun way to use glitter. And then we've got our advanced stamping class, or in-store date actually sold out very quickly. So we have opened up a second date on October 24th. So that is the day after the first one that sold out. We do have it online as well. For those who already ordered their online kit. The last of the products have literally just arrived yesterday, so we will be shipping those off today or tomorrow. June said I lost you. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm hoping it's just your Wi-Fi, June. But yeah, so this is our in-store and online advanced stamping class. So you get to learn how to do masking with the masking fluid, as well as add dimensions. So you can see you've got different heights in here. It looks more like a real scene. It doesn't look like anything's floating, which is really nice. So yeah, this is the advanced stamping class. Then quickly, I'm going to go over the open house make and take cards. So this one is one of my favorites. Maddie, you will see this one again. This is one that we're doing for you, Maddie. This is the Bauble Shaker card. This is with sparkles. And there's so many different dies that we have that work with this. We've got different sizes. We've also got ones without the sentiment in the middle, where you can just do a design instead. It's a really fun card to make, really easy, but so elegant. So this is going to be made both on Friday and Saturday. Then this one is also our Friday and Saturday card. We're using stencils, we're using some gesso, and we're also using stamps and inks. I really love how this one turned out. It is very elegant in my opinion. That's both days. So then Friday, I gotta take my sticky note off. I wrote Friday on it because I had to remember what days were what cards. This is our Hunkydory spinner card. This is a brand new product as well. So I'm really excited for everyone to try this out on Friday. It also will come with an envelope for this one. This is our other Friday card. This one too will come with an envelope. It is using masking fluid. It is not like the advanced stamping class. It is just, obviously, since it's a make and take, very quick. We're just masking off the snowman and the Christmas tree and then stamping. And then I think you guys are going to learn how to use the bow maker as well if you haven't used it before. I live by the bow maker. It's my absolute favorite thing ever. So I'm excited for you guys to try that. Then we also have our Saturday, the last 2 Saturday cards, and then the 2 repeats. This is using the new Creative Expressions background, embossing folder, and stencils. So you can see that embossing detail. And then the most adorable gift card holder, or you could also use it for money. Stick some cash in here, and you get to decorate that. Oh, there you go. See, my sticky note Saturday. All right, so that's our open house. Now let's get into the card making. So inside of the concept card kit for this, you get your 3D elements. What I really like about these, if you guys don't know Hunkydory very well, they all are pre-cut. So they will just pop out like so. There's no fussy cutting. Actually, there's no cutting needed at all. All you need is adhesive. Everything you need comes in the kit. I'm going to end up doing this one anyway, so I thought I'd pop it out to show you. So you get all your toppers, not necessarily toppers, but your 3D elements. So you get 2 designs per page. There are so many adorable elements or designs in here. Hello, Lisa. Happy Friday. I hope you're actually getting to relax. This one I really want to do. So if I have time and I don't take too long to do the first one, I'm going to do that one. Then you also get your bases. So these are the backs of your cards, the ones that have no hole in the middle. It's got a design on it. This is the back of your card. I might as well flip through so you guys can see the different designs a little bit. And I think this is the last of the backs. Then you've got the front. So the front's the ones with the holes. So I'm going to grab the one I'm going to end up doing. Pop these out. There we go. So this one with the hole in the middle, you can see it pops out. This is the front of your card. So I'm going to set this aside for now and put this over so you guys can see the front of that. The bears are adorable. I really like, actually I love them all, but I really like the robin here. So I'm going to grab that. And then I also need to grab this sheet here. I have 2, I only need 1. And it also comes with your acetate. So if you guys had this kit last year, how do we sign up for the virtual? Is it on the retail website? Maddie, I will send you an email after. I'll explain a few things for you and break it down how it goes. But yeah, I will send you an email after I'm done this, Maddie. But yes, it is on the retail. It's basically just on our Facebook. So all of our virtual classes are live on our Facebook as well as our YouTube, especially always our YouTube. Sometimes we have technical difficulties and it just goes on YouTube. But yeah, I'll send you an email, Maddie. All right, so if you guys remember last year's kit, it came with the Snowfall acetate, which I use every single year. I'm obsessed with the acetate. But this year, they have done something different. They gave you that Snowfall acetate, but it also gave you this lovely gold foiled pattern design on one side, and then you get silver on the reverse side. Because there is foiling of gold and silver in all of these, some of them are gold, some are silver, then you get the option to go, it matches with the card you're building. So let's start. I'm going to use just the Snowfall acetate because it's going to go with the Winter Robin better than the gold one just because of the snow falling. So I need me 3 sheets here. I'm missing 1. Let me just grab that quickly. If I can find, oh, there it is. So I've got my front of my card. All I'm going to do is just pop out the whole thing right now. Like so. Then I've got the back of my card. So I'm just going to pop the back out. And this does come with instructions. So maybe I'll try and follow the instructions. I personally love to just do my own thing. It's honestly, in my opinion, easier just to guess. But if it's your first time, this is kind of why I'm doing the video, so you can kind of understand how the layers go. I will follow along with the instructions for this. I forgot my favorite Hunkydory little tool that helps score. I think I left it outside. Do I have anything else? I might have to use... This is going to be my little burnishing tool. I'm going to have to use this where I fold into that. So excuse that. I do have way better tools for this. I just seem to have forgotten it. All right. And then my last sheet is going to be this. I'm just going to pop out the top later because these are numbered. I did not pop it out in order, the one I popped out earlier. So I'm going to keep that in here. I'm going to set this aside. I don't need this until later. And I'm going to start my card now. I'm setting the top aside for now because I don't actually really need this yet. Before I do start though, I'm going to just score this because it's easier to do when there's no 3D elements on top. So I know my first score, there are 2 score lines here. My first one is going to go in like so. So you can see right along where the white is, I folded it inwards. And then after the second fold is just going to go the other way, like an accordion. So then I'm just going to make that nice and flat. So it should look like so. And then same thing on the other side, fold inwards, and then just fold that other side back. I have to be careful because my lid came off. This is very dangerous. There we go. And then I'm going to look at my instructions. So there's actually 2 sets of instructions that come in here because every card is different. So you kind of got to bounce back and forth between the 2. You always start with your photo instructions first. So press out your card back. Okay, so we did the first step. Now it says to consult with the other instructions. So that's this one here where I popped the back of the card out of. So on the bottom, it says using doubled up foam pads, decoupage layer on the back layer. So I'm going to take my A1, which is this one here. I'm going to pop that out and it says double up your foam pads. So that means I'm going to add foam pads on top of itself. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I've got some nice large foam pads here. I really don't need too many. I'm just going to kind of scatter them. I used to go so overboard with my 3D layers, and then I realized, okay, maybe that's too much. So I have toned it down a bit. So now that I've got one layer on, I'm going right back over top of that foam pad. So you can see it's much thicker now. So some instructions require you to double up your foam pads. Some of them don't. However, if you don't double it up, honestly, it doesn't make much of a difference. So don't worry if you forget to double them up if you just do a single. And my nails, I just cut down, so I struggle taking the backings off of these now. All right, I think, do I have enough? Yeah, that's enough. It's just the front layer. So I'm going to now just stick this over top. And the nice thing about the concept of this card is the layering. If it's not over top perfectly, honestly, it doesn't matter. It'll still look great. So my first layer. Then it says to add layer A2 using single foam pads on top of this. So I'm going to grab my A2. A2 is here, and I'm going to pop that out. And using single foam pads. So I only need one layer. I'm going to use my smaller ones here. I don't know if we got these back in stock yet, but this is my absolute favorite tool to use with the foam pads. It is a little hook tool from Studio Life. You can see that end has a little hook on it. It is game changer. All I do is, I'm going to try my best to show you, is I slide it underneath like so, and then it just picks up like that, and it makes it so much easier to place it down. Of course, it's not going to focus, but you get the idea. Makes it a lot easier to place it down. Then once I get it in place, I just put my finger on top to add pressure. Same thing, pick it up and place it down. Might add one more just on the edge, and then peel the backing off. But yeah, that tool, I think we sold out or we're very low on stock, but it is my absolute favorite tool. I go crazy if I don't have it. All right, so that is going on top of there. So now it says attach layer A3 directly to the acetate panel. So now I have to add my acetate. In order to add the next layer, I need my acetate. So you'll notice along the edges here, there is this strip that is slightly, I can't talk right now. What is the name of that tool? I think it's the Studio Light Hook tool, or pickup tool maybe. I'll also look into that if you can't find it, Maddie, when I send you an email after this. All right, so you'll notice there are two lighter shades. So that's where the tape goes. So I'm just going to grab tape and just run it down the sides. It doesn't have to be like an extra tacky tape because you're going to end up sandwiching it together anyway. So any tape or glue. Glue works great as well. Now I lost my acetate. Where'd that go? So I've got my acetate. And when I place this over top, I'm just going to place it to line up perfectly with that lighter yellow. So it's going right over top, edge to edge with that line there. And then same thing on the other side. I always prefer to do one side and then remove the tape, the top of the tape, because then it doesn't accidentally stick to anything and it can get annoying. Okay, so I've got this so far. So now what I'm going to do, it says add layer A3 directly to the acetate panel. Okay, so A3. Where is A3? That is this one here. It says directly, so I think it wants me to use glue. Hope I have glue in here. Oh, I do. Okay, I'll be good. Or you could 3D it. You can always, again, interpret it in your own way. But I think I am going to do it directly on the acetate like it says. I will follow the instructions this time. I'm just going to use my craft glue. And just add a little bit of glue. There we go. And then I'm going to center this over top here. Now, like I said before, if it's not perfectly centered, it doesn't matter because you're going to have so many layers anyway. It's going to look like it's meant to be where it is once it's done. So I just eyeballed it. All right, so I've got my A3 on. Just going to make sure that glue is nice on there. And it looks straight to me. Next is using single foam pads, add decoupage layer A4 and A5 onto the A3 that I just did. So I need A4 and A5. So let's grab that. So A4 is here, and then A5. And then again, it says using single foam pads. So I'm just going to use one layer. I just took the top of that one off. There we go. And that's too big, so I'm going to use that on here. We do have these little teeny tiny 3D foam tabs that I'm going to use on the smaller ones here. If you don't have this, you can always cut with scissors. Hi, Pamela. I hope you're having a great Friday. You can always cut these with scissors and make them smaller. I do that a lot. Sometimes when I'm crafting, you'll notice my things look butchered because I've cut it so many times, but honestly, it works just as good. So if you don't, again, have that smaller one, just cut it with, I even cut these ones. Sometimes I've got these tiniest little pieces I've got to add on, so I got to cut them because I don't think they can even, I don't think it would work if they tried to make them smaller than this. Okay. Try and get that so it's not peeking over the edge. Okay, I'm going to add this one before I lose it because I tend to lose these little guys while I'm crafting. So this is going directly on top of here. I'm going to have to use my fingers. It'll work better. So going right on top of there, like so. Then I'm going to peel off the backings and put this directly on the page here. All right, so I've got that so far. Now it says add doubled up foam pads to layer A6 and attach to the inside front of the frame. So in order to add to the inside front, I got to add the front to the page. So what I'm going to do now is grab this front, and I'm going to score it. So this time I'm going to score it back and then back the other way like an accordion. Again, like so. All right, so one thing to note with this is I have done this before, is make sure your frame is not upside down. You'll notice that the tree lines will line up with the back and then the bottom area lines up here. I have made the mistake where I'm not paying attention and then it goes upside down. I was cleaning out my craft room and found a lot of Hunkydory magazines. I will be busy. Oh, there's so much inspiration in those magazines. You are going to be busy. Just one sec. I have to cough and I don't want you guys to have to hear me. All right, moving on. Okay, now I'm going to add tape to, actually I'm just going to add it to the back of the edges here because it'll just be easier. So grab my double-sided tape. I usually do about 2 strips. So I do one right along the edge where it folds like that. And then I'll do one along the top here, just so it doesn't accidentally get caught and then lift by accident. And then I need more tape. And take that edge so you can see I've got kind of 2 strips on both sides. So peel the backing off. And again, I'm going to do one at a time because it'll make it easier. And all you're going to do is line it up directly over top. I like to use my fingers to stop it so it doesn't go past. And then I'll remove the backing on here and put that again lined up directly with the bottom. All right, there we go. So now you can see it's kind of bent a little bit out of shape. So I'm just going to flatten it. There we go. So we've got this far. So we're almost done, making some progress. Now I'm going to grab the next layer, which is, it said A6 and doubled foam pads to the front inside. So this one I like to use strip foam pads for because it's going to go along the bottom area here. So I've got my Hunkydory strips, and all I'm going to do is take my foam strip and just add it all along the bottom front of the card. And if you're confused why it's going on the front, you'll understand in a minute. Slightly too long, and then grab a second layer. Accidentally went a little bit wonky. There we go. My straight lines are not always the straightest. And again, I'm just going back over top of that because it requires doubled up foam pads. So got that. Now I'm going to peel the front off. And this is the trickiest part of the card, but honestly, it's really not that bad, especially once you do it once, it becomes much easier. So you're going to slide it in underneath like so. I haven't attached it yet. What I like to do is then once it's in there, I'll pinch it and lift it. And then once I feel like it's centered properly, I don't think it's centered. Quite a perfectionist when it comes to this, so it might take me a minute. I also close one eye. That helps me sometimes too. Close one eye makes it a little bit straighter, and by the looks of it. So I've got my 3 birds there. So again, that was just on the front inside. I just like to pinch it to keep it nice and tight so it doesn't fall. All right, next, finally add layer A7 using single foam pads. So very last step is the little bird here. Just one foam pad layer. And that's going directly on top of this bird here. All right, so this also does come with, where did my page go? Some coordinating sentiments to stick on and your back panel here. So what you could do, there's options with this, is add it here and then add your sentiments, or you can even use a hole punch. One sec, sorry guys, I need to cough again. All right, I'm back. You can also use a hole punch the end and use this as a tag. I love having coordinating gift tags to go with cards, so that's an idea. I'm just going to add it onto the back for now. I'm just going to use some strips. This card is so much fun. We did this for our spring open house make and take, and people just loved it. I even added lights in. I should have grabbed it, but maybe I will do that again sometime with this card. So I added that on. Not the straightest, but that's okay. Only I would really notice it. And then I'm just going to poke out the long, skinny sentiment. Add my foam strip. And then this could go along the back here, bottom, top, front. I think I'm going to do it along the front, bottom. I'm not very straight. There we go. All right, so that is the completed card. So when it stands up, obviously you can't see the way it looks, but it looks really nice. And then it folds nice and flat. Obviously you've got 3D elements in there, so it's not going to be completely flat, but it folds flat to go in an envelope. So I'll show you that. They do come with the envelopes, I forgot to mention. So there is an envelope to go with every card. So you just slide it in. Close it up, and it's ready to go in the mail. Right, again, that was the Hunkydory Christmas Diorama concept card kit. If you guys need the link, let me know. That is all I have for today. I hope you guys had fun. I am thinking about maybe doing another Facebook Live during the week where I just show off new product. I don't do anything like this. So let me know what you guys think. The kits make such cute cards, they do. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to show you just some new product as well on a separate little video. Let me know if you guys want me to keep doing this. I like hearing your feedback and what you guys want to see. So if you have any requests for anything you want me to do on here too, let me know in the comments. Just say like, can you do this new stuff? But yeah, that's all. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your Friday. Hopefully we don't get rained on tomorrow here in Ontario. And I will see you guys next week, same time, same place, and take care, everyone. Maddie, I will send you an email here shortly after my lunch. Bye, everyone.